Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, so if you're a high schooler staring down your future and wondering what it actually takes to conquer the National Taiwan University Electrical Engineering Department, NTUE, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're treating this whole thing as your ultimate strategic guide. We're going to walk you through leveling up and unlocking what we like to call the 137 credit skill tree. Let's get into it. So let's start right off the bat with a classic question. Do you just fix computers, or is there more to NTUEE? Look, it's a super common misconception that electrical engineering is just about tinkering with PC hardware, right? Or, helping your relatives fix their broken Wi-Fi routers. But I promise you, the real challenges waiting for you in this department are infinitely more exciting, way more complex, and globally impactful than just playing tech support. Think about how things work right now. In high school, your math and science classes are pretty much geared towards standardized tests. You're memorizing formulas just to get the right answer on a final exam. But the NTUEE core, it's an entirely different beast. Here, you're using advanced math and science as your raw materials to design complex, real-world engineering systems. It's a massive shift. You go from being a test taker to becoming an actual creator. And to make that amazing shift, you've got to conquer this number, 137. Yep, that's the total number of graduation credits you need to actually earn your degree. Now, I know 137 sounds like a massive final boss waiting for you at the end of a really long video game. But hey, don't worry. We are going to break this overarching quest down into very manageable levels, so you know exactly what to expect on day one. Think of this as your overarching quest map. Out of those 137 credits, about 24 go to your foundational general education. That includes stuff like your languages and physical education. Then, you've got that massive chunk in the middle, representing your 65 to 70 core professional credits. These are your essential, non-negotiable engineering skills. And finally, you have about 18 to 22 advanced multi-choice credits. That's your specialized endgame, where you actually get to choose your focus. So, here's how our journey plays out today. We'll start with Level 1, Basic Sciences, and then move on to Level 2, the Core Profession. After that, we'll unlock the Advanced Skill Tree, and finally wrap up with your future career paths. All right, let's kick things off with Level 1, Basic Sciences. Consider this phase your novice village. It's the place where you build up the fundamental stats you need to survive and thrive in everything else the game throws at you. You'll need to clear about 25 to 28 credits of really intense foundational coursework. We're talking 8 credits of calculus, 7 to 8 credits of general physics with labs, and general chemistry. But then, you hit the famous engineering math trio, linear algebra, differential equations, and probability and statistics. These aren't just your average classes. They're rigorous, essential rites of passage. They lay down the absolute mathematical and physical groundwork for a true electrical engineer. The crucial takeaway here is that you aren't just doing math for the sake of math anymore. Take a subject like differential equations. It's not some theoretical textbook exercise. It's literally the exact mathematical tool you desperately need to unlock the ability to design actual functioning circuits later on. Without it, well, understanding how electrical currents change over time is practically impossible. Moving right along, we hit Level 2, Core Profession. This right here is the main quest of the NTUEE experience. Welcome to the gauntlet. Here you're facing 35 to 40 credits of what are basically the big bosses of the entire curriculum. You're going to tackle computer programming and logic design. You'll face circuitology, power your way through 3 whole consecutive levels of electronics, wrestle with the invisible forces of electromagnetism, and decode signals and systems. Plus, you'll be applying all of this in hands-on core labs. These are the heavy-hitting subjects that strip away that high schooler mindset and forge you into a genuinely capable electrical engineer. And here's the cool part. Conquering those boss courses directly unlocks a very specific NTUEE objective, core ability number 4. The department explicitly defines this as the capacity to design engineering systems, components, or processes. So once you beat those core classes, you are officially making the leap from merely studying theories that other people discovered to actively creating entirely new technologies yourself. Talk about a level up. Up next, the really fun part, customizing your path through the advanced skill tree. So once you actually know how to create, you get to choose exactly what you want to specialize in. The NTUEE curriculum offers a massive and, frankly, kind of overwhelming wall of available electives. but they group into distinct, really exciting paths. Basically, you get to choose your own destiny. You can go down the AI and software route, studying things like machine learning and generative AI. Or maybe you dive deep into hardware and IC, mastering solid-state physics and IC design. You could even pursue future tech and bio, taking on biomedical engineering or quantum physics. Whatever the future holds, you can build a personalized skill tree to match it perfectly. But, NTUEE doesn't just let you sit in a lecture hall theorizing about these advanced topics all day. To complement that incredible theory in your skill tree, the department actually mandates diverse, hands-on, multi-choice labs. Whether it's the Network and Multimedia Lab, the Semiconductor Lab, or the Electro-Optical Lab, these ensure that your practical, real-world execution is just as sharp as your book smarts. You really have to prove your designs actually work in the physical world. And that brings us to the end game, future career path. Okay, so what happens after you've successfully conquered all 137 credits, passed those intense labs, and graduated? Well, here is how the endgame typically plays out for students. Step 1, you graduate with an incredibly deep, versatile engineering toolkit. Step 2, a huge portion of NTU EE students actually advance directly to grad school, pursuing master's or PhD degrees to specialize even further in their chosen field. And finally, Step 3, you enter the workforce. Because of this structured, rigorous curriculum, you don't just enter as your standard entry-level employee. No, you're strategically positioned to become a highly sought-after research and development technical leader in top tech firms, or even a specialized civil servant guiding national technology policy. And really, all of this ties right back to the department's core mission. NTUEE explicitly states its educational goal is to lead domestic electrical engineering education and lay the foundation for international competitiveness. That rigorous 137-credit journey we just previewed, it isn't just to make you a good student who can pass a test. It's explicitly designed to make you a globally competitive leader in the technology sector. Well, that brings us to the end of our explainer. We've mapped out the basic sciences, the core professional bosses, and the endless possibilities of that advanced skill tree. So my final question to you is this. Which path on the NTUEE skill tree are you going to choose to unlock first? Keep that in the back of your mind as you look toward your future. Thanks so much for exploring this with me, and get ready to start your own leveling up journey.